What's good, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be getting into episode 2 of Mob Psycho 100. First episode was a lot of fun. Definitely laughed a lot already. I have a feeling that this show is going to be one that keeps me pretty entertained. It keeps it a little bit more lighthearted. But at the same time, you know, the psychic, powers and stuff, I'm sure are going to be pretty interesting. I'm not sure if there's going to be a power system involved here or anything. If you guys watch my solo leveling reactions, you guys know I love a good power system. So we'll have to see if that, how that gets incorporated in the show, or if it's going to be more around kind of like the satire and whatnot. So we'll have to see with all that. If y'all are new here and following along for the first time, do me a favor and do all the YouTube stuff, subscribe, like, comment, all that good stuff. It's been fun seeing some of y'all's comments. It really makes me happy to see that you guys are enjoying them all, and it's something that has been a lot of fun for me. So I'm glad you guys are excited about the reactions and everything. But yeah, with that being said, let's go ahead and start episode 2. Kageyama. 中学2年生といえば人生において最も多感な The most sensitive period. 青春時代とも呼ぶ Yeah. スポーツに汗を流す者、学問に励む者、趣味に没頭する者 Hobbies, eating snacks. 反発する者、そして異性との恋に落ち甘酸っぱい Bittersweet love. 若者たちのさまざまな思いが交錯するそんな青春時代モブは貴重な時間を時給300円の霊能商法アシスタントに費やしている。300 yen an hour. Is that like $3 or something? エロサイトですか。そう。あなたの肩にかかった呪いは不質なワンクリック呪いです。Here we go again, Reagan. All right. Episode 2. エロサイトのワンクリック呪い、違法な18金サイトで肩に呪いをかけ料金を振り込ませるんです。今は呪いも電子化がする。Oh my god. そんな嘘っぽい話 For real. いいからちょっと動かないで。今呪いを消しますから。右肩の方がちょっとお金とか払いませんよ。あれSorcery Crush. Another one of his special moves. Oh, the fuck? He broke a sweat. Oh my gosh. マッサージ代は40分コースで3800円です。バカ、マッサージ代じゃなくて言えよ。ほれ、食うだろ、モブ。じゃあいただきます。いただきます。レーゲン師匠、どんどんマッサージ上手くなって。He's been practicing a lot. いろいろ努力した甲斐があったぜ。ああ、もちろん霊能力あっての効果だがね。もったいねえ。Man, coming in clutch. 僕思ったことがあるんですけど珍しいじゃねえかお前から語るなんてほら僕って少し超能力使えて人と違うからレーゲン師匠に相談してそのまま弟子になったじゃないですかあの時は誰にも相談できなくて不安だったんで感謝してますけどいろいろ教えてくれるしお金もくれるしでも本当にこれでいいのかなって思うんだ時給が安すぎるかそれとも俺の正体に気づいたかどういう意味だなんていうのかなこのまま放課後バイトして終わるより今しかできないことが他にあるような気がしないでもない、ああそういう話ね思春期だねモブ Such as puberty やりたいことでもあるのかバンドかヒッチハイクかいや別にないんですけど Hey, he's got a babe 別に焦って何かをやろうとしなくてもいいんだぞ俺の持論じゃ帰宅部が最強だよ人生において最もダラダラしてる勝ち組がお前だダラダラしながら俺んとこで金を稼げ Okay, Reagan この部にいるだけで変人扱いされるんだよ That's a perfect club for him Get Mob in there 部が成立するのは5人からだろどうしますか部長どうもこうもないわ新入部員を探すのよ死ぬ気で Kurta. Krapika?
竹中さんが帰ってきたんじゃないですか。
今しがた退部届を受理したので報告する。
Oh my god. So quick.
ここ廃部の
Savage.
残念だが荷物をまとめてもらおうか。ちょうど新しく作られる部から物質の要請がある。
なんで勝手に話を進めて
Man, it's competitive in this world.
全部の絆は固いんだ。生徒会がなんぼのもんじゃい。
さん分けにすりゃ偉くなれると思ってんのか。
この徳川を怒らせたいのか。
金曜日の放課後までに新入部員を連れてくることだ。
Get mob. They need a real psychic in their club.
あと2日しかねえぞ。不可能だ。
It's not impossible. You got it.
弱音を吐かない。私から勧誘すれば一匹くらいは引っかかるわよ。
いや無理っすよ。勧誘シーズンもとっくに過ぎてるし。
今までだって私たちはいろいろな苦難を乗り越えてきた。そうです。
部長、今まで何もやってません。
交換電波部ごめん。意味わかんない。
気持ち悪いから無理。
Yeah, I feel like a lot of people would be like, yeah, it's a little creepy.
勉強しろよ。今年受験だぞ。
Damn nerd. Are there hot guys? This is such school, man. Middle school.
気持ち悪いから無理。ごめん、気持ち悪いから無理。気持ち悪いから無理。
They're turning into zombies.
キモい無理。
That would definitely be my reaction. Be like, nah, I get too scared.
新入部員なんて無茶だったんです。
I'm a big baby. I can't even watch horror movies.
俺までやめたくなったぜ。
部長連れてきました。部活にも委員会にも入っておらず、彼女も友達も
Does he have any friends or girlfriend?
2年1組影山茂雄くん。
犬飼はよくやった。生地林にされたよ。
よろしく。どうも。
そして私が3年5組部長の倉田トメよ。
Tome-chan.
部長必死だ。
とめちゃん、僕の
Aw.
それも何かの
There's something about Mob that's just really adorable.
今日は無理です。この後除霊の仕事に行かなきゃならないんだ。
除霊って何よ。
ああ、部長、実はこいつ小学校の時一部では有名人で運曲げたり消しゴム動かしたり、うまく言えば超能
An Esper.
うさんくさいこと言ってないで入部してよ。除霊なんて少し待ってもらえばいいでしょ。
おう、どうしたモブ。
Mobe.
今日遅れてもいいですか。部活の勧誘受けてて。
そんなの秒殺で終わるだろう。
いえ、生徒会の会議が終わってから入部届を出さなきゃいけないんですよ。
俺が困るからすぐ来いって言ったら入部しないの。
約束は先にした方が優先じゃないですか。
別に入部したいわけじゃないのか。
そうですね。
帰宅部の下校の速さを見せつけてやれ。
すぐ来いとのことなので僕帰ります。
ちょっと貸して。どうしても影山くんが今入部してくれないと困るんです。
女子か。モブを利用する。モブはスポーツとかする柄じゃねえだろ。
私たちは運動部じゃありません。脳幹電波部です。
あ、なんだそりゃ。
テレパシーを感じる修行をする部活です。
You would know.
あなたのような人。
Yeah, yeah.
なんか影山くん超能力使えるって噂があるみたいだけど、もしかしてその噂を客
Damn.
自分でに
Called out.
黙れ素人め。お前こそくだらんお遊びで弟子の
タイムになってもいいって言うんですか。もう一度
Oh, she's using the sympathy card.
師匠、先輩泣きそうなのでやっぱり入部してあげようかと。
そりゃ嘘泣きだ。
Crocodile tears.
思い出、友情、そういうもんは廃部ごときでもろく崩れ去るものか。いいな。そいつらが手放したくないのは物質と物質。から容易に想像できるグダグダな放課後だ。その怪しい部活は潰れるべくして潰れようと。
Damn. Cutthroat.
さっさと仕事に来い。
わかり、
Poor Mob caught in the middle of all this.
そういうわけなんでやっぱり僕帰ります。 部長はマジでテレパシーを信じてるみたいだけどさ、ぶっちゃけ俺は確かにダラダラしたいだけだ。でもよ、俺らは中学生だ。今だけなんだぜ。ダラダラ過ごせるのは俺たちが築き上げたぐうたらな楽園。
This lazy little paradise.
これ以上気楽な部活はないっす。
Damn.
最後の望みはもうあなたしかいない。
So much pressure.
きっと ちり断ってきたんだろうな。
いや、一晩考えてみようかと。
問題の先送りはいかんぞ。
Mob is so funny.
やりたくないことはきっちり断らねえと。
今一番やりたくないのはこの
What the fuck?
センター放送女学園私立のお嬢様高校だな。
待て、お前何やってる。
はい、
お前だお前、とぼけんな。
この生徒ですけど、
こちら正門前。
ちょっとひどくない？
この変態野郎が。
やっぱり無理があった。でもすぐ見破られてよかったな。こんな格好で潜入なんて嫌だし。
危なかったね君。さあ早く変態から離れて。我々が対応するから。
His hairy ass legs gave him away. Mob explosion is slowly creeping up.
もしバレたら大変なことになるんです。
So this is not the same school he goes to, I guess.
場所は屋上って言ってたけど。こんにちは。相談所から来ました。依頼された人ですか？
ああ、なんだてめえ。見ねえ顔だな。転校生か。
They don't look too nice.
不良のうちらを説得するために来たとか。てめえみてえなチンチクリに絶叫されてたまるか。
すいませんでした。
Poor Mob.
白げちまったよ。行こうぜ。もしもーし。いきなりヤンキーに絡まれるとかウケるね。
Yeah, very promptly.
来人よ。レーゲンって人は来ないの？
正門で捕まりました。
つか、女装してきたわけ？二人とも？
許可が取れなかったみたいで。いやいや。
酷なことさせちゃったね。学校陣営は私たちの話をくだらないものとして取り合ってくれないのよ。生徒の私物が不自然になくなったり、変な音が聞こえたり、ポルターガイスト現象ってやつ？物が空中に浮かんだりしたこともあるみたい。そうそう、更衣室でブラジャーを確認してたんだって。だから絶対霊的な何かの仕業だと思って。それで近場の一番安い除霊業者に
Oh, he sure is the cheapest, that's for sure.
男のくせに女子高生相手にあんなにおどおどしちゃって。
Hey, high school girls are scary, man. They can be savage.
褒めてねえから。君頼んで本当に大丈夫？頼りな。
Poor Mob.
どうしたの？
大丈夫です。除霊すればいいだけ。
霊感が働いたら言ってね。
Anything spiritual. Ooh, it's an interesting symbol.
何か気配感じる？
うっすらとは
本当かな、この子。
いる。近いです。
Ooh.
本当に？ドアの上から何かが覗いてたの。
It's a perverted ghost.
からは誰も出てこなかったよね。
例の後を追います。
I love all the sound design right now.
信じて大丈夫なのね。
It's very eerie.
まだ見つからないの？
霊が怒ってる。
Angry.
これ以上追い続けたら何かしてくるかも。終わらせます。霊を閉じ込めました。
Damn. Let's see it, Mob. Come on. Kobe. Oh my. Psychic brat.
よくも僕を閉じ込めてくれたな。お前なんかこうして。
Scent golem. Dope. Yeah, don't underestimate Mob. He's a beast. Oh shit, he's gonna take hostages.
危ない。
Psychic Mob going ham. Dude, he's a freaking beast. He's so strong, holy crap. He deserves more than 300 yen an hour, that's for sure.
すごい声援じゃん。ありがとう。意外と頼りになるね。
Oh, he's still there?
みたいな冴えないやつ。幸せになれそうだったのに。見たとこお前も僕と同じだろ。女相手にその動揺の遮断。お前も僕と同じ青春の脇役なんだろ。
The loser role.
僕は死んでからやっと楽しくなってきた。
That's pretty grim.
それももう終わりか。 ああ、お前、日々を満喫してるか。
Interesting. Damn, Mob's having a freaking middle school existential crisis.
ぼーっとして悩み事？いや、大丈夫だよ。
Talk to your older brother, man.
あ、モブ来てくれたんだな。
早速この入部届にサインを。随分と早かったじゃないの副会長。
今日からこの部屋は新しく設立されたこの肉体改造
Body Improvement Club.
ちょっと待ちなさいよ。脳電部は廃部にはならないわ。この影山君とこれから入部するのよ。
正気か君学年は
2年です。
これまで部活に入った経験
ないです。
脳幹電波部に親しい友人がいる
知り合いです。行ってないです。
勉強は
やってないです。
君にはやりたいことはないのか。何の興味もないのに連中に流されるまま入部して何か残るものがあるか。
I mean, it's fair.
僕はただ日々を満喫しようと。
Don't we all?
グダグダな放課後を貪れば君は日々を満喫できるのか。君が自分の意思で入部したいと思うなら止めはしない。だがもう一度よく考えてみたまえ。君が本当にやりたいこと
It's a fair question.
やりたいことって何？
That's one of the worst feelings, though, if you don't know what you want to do, man.
楽しいこと、羨ましいこと、部活とか、趣味とか、勉強、女仲良しだと。夢ならあった、初恋の人、つぼみ。
My first love.
手をつないで、一緒に帰るんだ。ほら見てつぼみちゃん、カエルは浮かすと泳ぐんだよ。
So they've known each other for a while.
鉄棒もぐにゃぐにゃにできるよ。ほら見て、つぼみちゃんにしか見せないよ。
それ飽きた。
Oh no.
赤組早い。そうだ。部活に入ることで何かが変わるなら、僕入部します。よろしくお願いします。肉体改造部の皆さん。
What a plot twist. That was great. Oh, I did not see that coming. All right, everyone. That was episode 2 of Mob Psycho 100. Doubts about youth, the Telepathy Club appears. Honestly, loved episode 2. Definitely, I think a step up from episode 1, especially in humor. I thought the humor in this episode was really, really funny. I mean, you guys saw me at the very end when he signed up for the other club. That definitely got me pretty good. I am starting to develop some attachment to Mob already too. There's something just about the way he's drawn and his voice and kind of his innocence that's really, really easy to get on his side. You know, I'm really rooting for him already as a main character, which is a great sign. You know, 2 episodes in, I'm already loving Mob. And Reagan, of course, is once again hilarious in his, you know, just his fakeness. The whole massage scene, absolutely ridiculous. For the massage fee, you have to pay this. I thought that was really, really funny. But outside the humor, I actually really liked the plot line in this episode about, you know, doubts about what you want in adolescence, right? I think it's something that everyone can relate to growing up. And even just in life in general, doubts about what you want in life in general is something that everybody goes through. I think, you know, there's a few rare people who kind of always know what they want. They have like very in tune with their desires and they know how to kind of just follow their dreams really, really strongly. But I think it's a pretty rare thing for somebody to be aligned with that all the time. And especially in adolescence where, you know, your desires are starting to grow in a lot of ways, right? Like, for example, you know, you start to have crushes on girls or guys and, you know, you start to really focus on those things. Maybe you lean more to school or your sports, you know, they kind of give examples of all of this and how, you know, you have to, you know, how people lean into different avenues in their adolescence. And meanwhile, Mob is already working as a middle schooler and he's making shit money doing it too. And I don't think he really realizes that, but he's more so just like, hey, am I like actually living up to what I want? Am I following what I want to do? But really, Mob doesn't know what he wants. And I think a lot of people find themselves in that situation. So, you know, I can relate to that, for example, in my life. It's, you know, in adolescence, I wasn't really sure what I wanted to do either. You know, I could empathize with Mob a lot here. I could relate to him and his plot here. So I really enjoyed that aspect of this episode. And we see that really shine through with his dilemma of the Telepathy Club trying to recruit him, right? And Reagan kind of getting involved in trying to, you know, persuade him not to accept the club because he just wants him to work for him, really. But Ma being like, well, this club's interested in me, you know, it's something to do, and this club's more kind of about just having an excuse to, you know, eat snacks and play video games, and he doesn't really know if he actually wants to do, but they have interest in him, and I feel like that's always a trap with not knowing what you want to do, is when different opportunities come along that, you know, other people want you to do something or other people are pressuring you to do something, that stuff becomes your kind of your compass for what you want to do, right? Because that's like the thing that's presenting in life to you is like, oh, this is an opportunity. If it's coming my way, I should probably take it. But that's really not what life's about and what decision making is about, right? Like, you need to kind of have an internal compass from the beginning, and, you know, opportunities can come along, but it doesn't mean you need to say yes to them. I think one of the better parts of the episode with kind of this whole plot line was actually the vice president of the student council, who kind of seems like a little bit of a bad guy, he's a little bit of a hard ass. You know, he's you know, gave the Telepathy Club just like 2 days to find a new member. He questions him, right? He's like, hey, you know, do you have any affiliation with this club? Like, is there a reason you want to join it? He's like, you know, if you're doing this by free will, I won't stop you, of course, but what do you want, right? And that's the question. That's the key question in life in general for like an individual, is what do you want? Because I think a lot of times people, like I said, kind of look externally for these things. They look for the opportunity that comes to them. Maybe someone gives them attention, like a girl, or maybe your parents want you to do a certain thing, or your friends want you to do a certain thing. But those are all external to you, right? It needs to come from the inside of what you want to do. And when you don't know what to do, you're going to, you know, make correlations with these external influences on you to figure out what you want to do. And that's exactly what happens in this case. And obviously this is kind of done in a very funny way, but Mob thinks about what he wants. He's like, oh, well, I want to confess my love to my crush, right? And we get some flashbacks of how they used to get along really well when he was showing her his psychic abilities, right? She was really enamored by it, but then she got bored. And she started going for this guy she was more, I guess, impressed by this guy who was physically fit, right? He won the race. He's like, wow, you're so fast, right? And that prompts Mob to be like, I'm gonna join the body improvement club, which of course is like, that's a thing that a lot of guys fall into, especially around girls, is like, oh, like, I'm awkward, this girl doesn't like me, or whatever. And they want to be able to attract girls by building a better physique, because that's what they think they need to be able to, you know, get the crush they want or whatever. I can speak from experience. That's a trap. That's a psychological trap, right? You do not need to look a certain way to, you know, get a girlfriend or anything like that. Being yourself is obviously the most important thing. You know, I know that's cliche and everything, but it's very, very true. It's about being, you know, in touch with yourself and being and knowing yourself well, because then you'll feel the most comfortable, and you know, the right person will come into your life who likes that about you, right? It's not about the way you look. The way you look is purely the physical form of connection with, you know, the crush that you might have and stuff. So Mob is falling into this classic trap for a young man. I thought it was really funny though. But it's funny, like, how much I could relate to this episode, because even this club, right, of like, you know, this Telepathy Club, you know, they're not really, I mean, I guess they probably do some telepathic abilities, but you can see that they're really kind of using this as a way to eat snacks and play video games, kind of have this lazy paradise, right? And I feel like that's, you know, kind of the ultimate trap that a lot of people who don't know what they want to do fall into. They fall into those quick hit desires, right? Like video games and, yeah, eating snacks, you know, worst comes to worst, maybe drugs, stuff like that, right? Like, you can numb the feeling of not knowing what you want to do for a long time by consuming, right? Consuming entertainment, you know? And But the problem with that is that you don't really ever develop that sense of what you want for a greater thing in your life, for what you actually want to, create in the world, or who you want to be as a person. I can relate to that a lot from my youthful experience. Was I definitely played a ton of video games, and I don't necessarily regret that. I still play video games to this day, but there was a lot of me just consuming things for a long time because I never really developed that sense of what I want. I didn't really develop hobbies and stuff. And it's funny because this YouTube channel is literally kind of one of those means, creating videos, learning how to edit, all these things are one of these means of me developing hobbies to, kind of develop more of that inspiration for what I want. So this episode really hit home for me. I'm not sure what y'all think about it, but I'd be really curious if you guys could relate to this episode at all for, what Mob's going through, or what you did in your adolescence, following what you really want in life. It was a really, really enjoyable episode. Did want to say real quick, outside this plot line, I really thought the scene with them going to the private girls' school was really funny. Reagan, of course, the girl's outfit on and his hairy ass legs. Of course he's gonna get caught. I thought that was really funny, but also the tonal shift in there where he's actually confronting the spirit. Once again, the show is very, very lighthearted and goofy, but in the times where it shifts to kind of the spirits and the psychic ability side, it becomes much more eerie and the tension kind of builds a bit. And I really enjoyed that part. And also, Mob is just super cool when he's fighting the spirits. Like when the fist came and he was just like, psh. That was probably the coolest moment of the episode. Really, the animation looked really cool. Loved that Mob, got that moment to, shine in front of all these people. He should be feeling proud of himself about, his abilities and whatnot. But yeah, I think that'll do it for this review, this reaction. I'm definitely starting to get hooked on the show already. So, you guys can stay tuned for much more to come. But if y'all enjoyed this, go ahead and like the video, drop a comment on what y'all thought about this plot line and everything. And I'll catch y'all next time. Peace.